All right, everybody, prepare to be blinded by the light. I said blinded by the light. Oh, that's right, I'm the only one here. Hang on. There. Blinded by the light. Today, we are looking at 3 different headlights. We are going to take a look at the standard halogen headlight and then 2 different offerings from a company called Auxito. They sent them to me to check out, so we're going to check them out. So I just did a video on this truck, and you can find it on my channel on redoing the headlight assemblies for it. They have now been redone and adjusted, so they are ready for some testing. First up, I have some old halogen headlights, which hopefully still work. I've just kind of had them kicking around. These are 40 watt low beams, and they have a warranty of a year, so they are well past that. They have a rated life hour of 150 hours. So these guys last 150 hours and then go kaput, maybe. Auxito sent us these 2 offerings, the B7 and the Q16. These are H4 format. What had come in these boxes are some generic H4 housings that you can use in your old car or truck that has 7-inch round headlights. Anything that this fits in, you can make these H4s fit in just by using that conversion housing. Links for those and everything will be in the description. So, first we'll take a look at these B7s. So according to the website, the B7s are 40 watts, so they should kind of match these here. They are 6500K, and they have a operating life of 30,000 hours. That's quite a bit more than the 150 hours that these guys promise you. I don't know if they really last 30,000 hours, but, you know, probably they're LEDs. And then our other one are the LED Q16s. These, according to the website, are 100 watt, and they are 6,000K and will last about 50,000 hours. Now, I don't have the time in this video to test out the life of all of these bulbs, but I did pick up a digital lux meter, so we can at least see if there is an actual difference in the brightness. We should be able to see that on the camera, but I'm not sure how well that's going to come across in video. So I got this meter so we will be able to actually look at some hard data, some real numbers, and see what the difference is in luxes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put each set into the truck, and we're going to close that door down and kill the lights. And then we'll try them out against the garage door and take some readings. Okay, the standard seal halogens are installed, and we can begin doing our comparison testing. Here we go with our halogen. You can see what they look like here. They're kind of, fortunately the garage door is kind of yellowed anyways, but you can see they're not bright white for sure, and they're not that bright. Let's see what our meter says. I'm just going to try and put the meter in the brightest place I can find. Okay, 336. 334 now is what it's at. I saw 338. But in the 330s is where we're at, it looks like. Upper 330s on this one. And we'll just go ahead and check this one just to see if it's any brighter. 450, 470, 500, 542, 546. Let me take a look at this other one. Maybe I just did not find the brightest spot. Well, there's 4. Let's try our measurements right up at the light. Looks like we're doing about 2,100. Seems to be, there's 2,400. 2,500. Okay, 2,500 is the best we got close up. This one, 3,300. The passenger side bulb is brighter than the driver's side. All right, let's swap her out with some LEDs and see if we end up with the same measurements, better measurements. Now you need to install our generic housing. It's pretty simple. You install it just like the regular old sealed beams that we just looked at. Only you have to install the LED bulbs into the housing first. Now you can see I'm wearing white gloves. These actually came with the white gloves. I'm doing these first because these are the 40 watt. These are the 100 watt, but I'm going to go ahead and wear the gloves. It is very important when you're installing LEDs that you do not touch these LEDs with your bare hands. You don't really need to touch them for anything anyway, but if you do, you will get oil on those LEDs and you'll just end up blowing up your bulb prematurely. These do not have fans built into them, which is probably why they're only good for 30,000 hours, as opposed to these, which do have fans built in. That's probably why they last longer. They got better cooling. So at any rate, we're going to turn our housing over. We've got a couple clips here, and these just you kind of push down and in at the same time. That spring clip comes right out. These bulbs only fit one way. If you look, you can see two tabs that are closer together. And in here you've got two that are closer together, and then that one. So we just go like that. And then flip our spring clip over, which is gonna, see if I can do this with one hand. Yes. Okay. And then we just bring you in. These are a little bit tight with this bulb. This one's ready to install, just gotta do the other one. I'm putting in the first set of LEDs, and I thought it was worth noting that look how tall the LED is. Here's the regular halogen next to it, and it's all trying to fall off. So if that didn't have that separate cord, I doubt this would fit into my headlight bucket. So now what you're looking at is you're looking at the two 40 watt lights, the sealed halogen and the 40 watt LED. Can you guess which one is which? I'll give you a second. Okay, the one on the left is indeed the sealed halogen. You can see it's very yellowed. The 40 watt on the right is the LED. Definitely a big difference. Let me see my camera. There you go. I think you can probably see the difference. And even though they're both 40 watt, the LED definitely seems to be brighter to me. That has a more old car feel to it. This has a more, I can drive my old car at night and actually see the deer on the side of the road look to it. Okay, let me put the other 40 watt LED in there and take some readings. These are the 40 watt B7s made by Auxito, and they certainly look brighter than the halogens did. Yeah, they look brighter to me, but data, people, we always want data, real data. So let's get our meter out, see if we can find the hot spot here. All right, well, so we're up to 555 here. 600, 617, 645, 670, 670, 680, 690, 700, 730, 740, 750, 760, 770. Let's try the other side. There we are. All right, let's try our close-up. We did have a 6 something on the other side. We were at 3,000. Yeah, there's 3,000. You might be looking at this and going, it's jumping from 4,000 down to 800, but it's actually changing the way you're supposed to read it. See that little times 10? You're actually supposed to take that number and multiply it times 10 now. So when it's lower, it jumps to a higher number, but that times 10 goes away. So we bring it back up here. Now we're 1,900, 1800, 1700 times 10. 2500 times 10. 3000 times 3400 times 10. Let's see what this side does. There's 3600 times 10. Not too impressed with the meter, but I can definitely look at that and see that it's brighter than the halogens were. And our meter, as crappy as it is, does kind of check that out. All right, let's try the other LEDs and see whether or not there's a difference. And I'll do the same thing. I'll pull one and replace it. We can compare them side by side. Okay, here's our final bulb. This is the Q16. And guess how you install it? The exact same way we installed that one. These actually fit much nicer than the other ones, which are cheaper and I'm assuming not anywhere near as bright, although we're going to find out in a second. Now these will also get a rubber boot. I'm going to leave that off for now because we're just doing testing stuff. Okay, here we are with the 40 watt and the 100 watt LED. Can you tell which one is which? How about if I turn around and we look at the wall? Now can you tell which one is which? Well, it's the same as the last time. The passenger side is our new bulb. It's 100 watt. And the driver side is the 40 watt. There isn't a whole lot of difference looking at them. I can see it if I look into the 40 watt bulb. It doesn't really hurt my eyes. If I look in the 100 watt, it kind of does. Obviously, we're gonna get our tester out. I think the main difference between the two really is the 100 watts seems to have a more focused beam. Well, let me put the other one in, and then we'll break out the tests. Here's our final light setup, and it is definitely brighter than the 40 watt LEDs. It doesn't seem like it's 60 watts brighter than the 40 watt LEDs, but it's certainly brighter. So we will get out our meter. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, okay. So right away we're over 1,000. There's 1,100, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200. I mean, we're at 1,250. There's 1,300. 1,340. Yeah. So 1,400. Definitely throwing a lot more light downrange here. This other side, and we're over 1,000 already. 1,100. Yeah. I don't know that we really need to bring our tester up close. We already know it's going to just blow this thing out of the water. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much killing our meter there. Oh, yeah. So, remember the last one was bringing us to the times 10 mark. This is bringing us to the times 100 mark. These are really much brighter. So which lights am I going to use? Yeah, pretty obvious. I'm using the 100 watt light. That's definitely the better option for me. For you, you might like the old school look of the halogen. Maybe you just like the 40 watt because I think it's about $10 cheaper. And that's not a whole lot of money. But I'm going with 100 watt because it's definitely brighter. I live in the country, down country roads. There are deer everywhere, and I want to make sure I can see them. So that's what I'm going to use. Hopefully I don't blind you out on the roads. I don't think I will. But anyways, you want to see more of this truck, more what I'm doing with it, and some of my other projects, be sure you like and subscribe and all that good stuff. In the description, you'll find a link to these Auxito lights. I did get them for free, just so you know. What I told the people at Auxito was I'd do a comparison, and that's what I've done. I've compared them to themselves. I like the 100 watt better. You either like the bright color or you like the yellow color of the halogens. I mean, it's one or the other. So if you like the bright color, go with these. If you like the yellow color, go with the halogens. Anyways, I'll see y'all down the road.